All right, students and parents, we're going to take a quick overview of how to get to the Media Center Weebly site where a lot of your resources are, a lot of great things for you. So the first thing you need to do is navigate to the Boston Beer homepage. If you haven't already bookmarked this on your computer or device, please make sure you do that. You're going to scroll down the page, and in the center where it's the student section, you guys know how you're getting to Canvas. Well, right down the row is the Media Center. If you give that button a click, it will take you to the page, and then underneath my picture, there's a link to Mrs. Martin's website. I have an external Weebly, which makes it easy for me to update everything and add resources as I need to. When you notice on your home landing page, you can scroll down, and this is where you are going to find the BNN every day. So if you click on this, it's going to take you out to the YouTube listing of our BNN, and you can watch the news each day. Make sure you're checking in with that. You can also go to our Destiny Discover catalog, which is a really good place for you guys to look up our ebooks. You can also get to our Destiny collections, lots of information there. Another great thing is our Mac and Via portal. I'm going to go ahead and open that up and let you see what that looks like. Remember, you're going to need to put in your lunch number to sign in, and also make sure that it says Boston Elementary up here. Once you log in, it's going to take you to this page. You're going to be with all the resources at first, but if you just want to narrow down to just our ebooks, you can click here on the left-hand menu, or databases. I'm going to click on databases to show you what we have available. So for my kindergarten through third grade kids, BookFlix is a fantastic place to, they're actually, you watch picture books that they've made into little films, and then you can also read a companion nonfiction book to go with it. We have all the brain pops here for you. DK Find Out is a great place for information. Also, Ducksters is a great website. Freedom Flicks, this is going to be for our probably second through fifth graders. When you have social studies topics that you need to look up information on, Freedom Flicks is a good place to go. Galileo is just a great place for all kinds of information. There's a special password that you have to use. This right now it's CAFE, CAFE. That should also be listed on Canvas. Of course, we have Georgia Public Television there. Go Grolier is a great place to look up information if you're doing research. There are 7 different databases listed there. History Lab, Junior Geographer, Kids InfoBiz. This is a new resource that you can use for looking up information, kind of like an encyclopedia. You're not going to be using MediaCast. You can also use Nearpod. Some of your teachers may be delivering instruction through Nearpod. That's a great interactive site. Right now, you're probably not using Noodle Tools. That's a bibliography creation site. There's our history. Pebble Next is for the upper grade, second through fifth grade. Information on all different kinds of topics. There's biographies, science, social studies topics. So lots to look at there. And then for the lower grades, kindergarten through second, there are individual Pebble Goes for Pebble Go animals, biographies, earth and space, and social studies. Soundsbound is a great place to look up music clips in case you're feeling creative and you want to make a PowerPoint and add some background music. It's all royalty free. And then we have TrueFlix. TrueFlix is another science and social studies website that's probably more geared towards second through fifth grade. And then I've just added this World book. They offered a free subscription through the end of April. So I signed our school up for it. That has a lot of information there as well. And then Young Zine is like a magazine news provider. So that's what you've got on Mac and Via. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Underneath Mac and Via is Symbaloo. A Symbaloo is just a picture bookmarking site. This is something that I created for our school. It's a place where you can see very quickly different places that you can go. Basically, when you hover over the tile and click on it, it's going to take you to whatever website is listed. So you're going to have more research stuff over on this side. You can see here's our home page. There's the Mac and Via. Destiny Discover is here. Our card catalog. Wonderopolis is a great place for information, a lot of math, and then some reading things over on this side, biographies. So lots of good stuff here for you guys to connect with. It's just a quick, easy way for you to find different information and go to different websites. Okay, so I'm going to close out of that. This is a direct link to that Gale Info Bits, which is that new database that we have from Cherokee County. You have to sign in with your password. That should be on your password sheet in Canvas. And then you can do a simple search up here, or you can search by your topic. So that's good information for researching. Okay, next up, let's see, World Book. Again, that is the same one that is linked over on Mac&Via. Who's Reading is an individual reading site that a lot of the teachers use. I just have a link there for convenience, and also Biblionasium is a place where students can go and log their reading hours, and you can also give book recommendations and send recommendations to other students through Biblionasium, and each child has an account for that. Here's a new tab that I've created this week. This is the digital learning resources. What I've tried to do is add a picture down here. So basically you're just going to click on the picture to access the resource, and I've made 4 columns. This side is all the online reading where you can go for ebooks and audiobooks. These are the online events where authors and illustrators and other educators are doing online things to help out. We have virtual reality learning here, and then just some free resources that I found. I wanted to click through and show you a few of these. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but just a few that are really good mentionables. This is Kate Messner's website. She's an author, and she has linked several different authors and illustrators that are reading aloud. Storyline Online is underneath that. That's a great place where all the actors read your favorite stories. You can read with the astronauts on this one. And then down here, this is another one put together by one of our book companies, Bound to Stay Bound. It's another one where it has different authors linked. And then finally down here at the bottom, the Get Georgia Reading Program is offering their free ebooks. Now, if you click on this, there are some directions on the page that you can follow to get to all of those. I'm going to scroll back up the page and go through the online events. So this first one, the calendar, I'm going to go ahead and actually click on that so you can see it. Another media specialist put this together, and it actually has a live calendar. So you can see the date, and then you can see what books or different authors and illustrators are offering their sessions online and what time. Now, this is not a complete list. It has several of them on here, but it's not every single one that's out there because they're being added daily. Okay, so the next one up is the Live Bits. This is a Google Doc that a media specialist has put together. And so it has all of the different events listed. The thing about this one is it tells you what platform. The only drawback of this one is it's not in order of a time. It's just all the different people. It's not even like in an alphabetical order. So you just have to kind of weed through it and see what appeals to you, and then kind of make your own little schedule for it. So lots of different things here. And again, this is a live document that they're adding to daily. Okay, coming up after that, this is a direct link to the Lunch Doodles with Mo Willems that's at the Kennedy Center. And then underneath that, we have a link to the Center for Puppetry Arts here in Atlanta. They're doing shows each day. So you can click on that and look at those and that information. Over here under the virtual reality learning, this is a direct link to the Cincinnati Zoo, their webpage, but they're doing their Facebook Live every day at 3. There's a bunch of virtual museum tours linked here. It's a Google tour. And then this is another Google Doc that has virtual field trips listed. So you can click on any of the links over here and go in and do some different things. There's some live cameras from various aquariums and zoos. So lots of fun stuff here for you to do during the day to keep you busy. Next up, I found some virtual farm tours. I thought that would be fun, and there's a link there for that. And then finally, this last column is free resources. We have code.org as the first one. That's all different kinds of coding websites. Next up is from Scholastic. These are free lessons by grade level each day. The Who HQ comes from the Who Was What Was series, and there's a trivia game that you can play on the website. And then that is also a Netflix show if you want to check that out on Netflix. Netflix has a lot of great educational programs. When you're feeling like you need a brain break or you need to get up and move around, you can go to Go Noodle. And then Cosmic Kids is also a YouTube yoga channel. So you can check that out to get some exercise. This next one is another very long list of educational resources that are free. And it is being updated all the time. This one is in ABC order, but it is quite extensive and you'll have to like really scroll through and see what's out there. Underneath that, again, Bound to Stay Bound, one of our book companies, has given you links to lots of websites. I'll show you what that looks like. So you just click on the picture and it'll take you to whichever website you want to go to. And then we also have from Bound to Stay Bound just some fun things that your kids can do, extra stuff to keep their brains working. All right, so that's that page. The next page is important because this is a resource tutorial video page that shows you actually how to get on Mac and Via if you're not sure. It gives you a overview of all the different resources on Mac and Via. This one is giving you an idea to download the Sora app so that you can get to lots of ebooks. And the special code is Cherokee, Georgia. And then the kids will need to know their network ID and password to get on there. Again, we have how to use Destiny Discover, how to access it, how to use our Destiny collections, Bookflix, Brain Pops, Scrollier, PebbleGo, Galileo, FreedomFlix, DK Find Out, and TrueFlix. So if you need to know how to use any of those resources, click on the picture and it will take you to a video of me teaching you about that. Now, each grade level also has its own page. These links are to collections that we have in Destiny that are for each different subject that they are working on for social studies, science mainly. Fifth grade also has a lot of researching links on here as well. If you click on the More tab over on the side, you can get to the rest of the grade levels. From second grade down, it's not as focused on individual things as basic things that they're learning. So in second grade, we do a lot with Georgia and habitats. So those are the things that are linked here. First grade at the end of the year does a big research project for animals. So there's lots of websites for that. And then kindergarten mainly, the websites that are linked here are to work on their mouse skills, to keep them working to hone those skills on the computer. The ESOL is more for teacher information. Parents, this link is basically for your internet safety information. So you can click on these different websites if you need information on that. And then underneath that, there is actually digital citizenship, internet safety page where you can watch videos with your kids about how to stay safe online. And these are all the lessons that I've already taught them during the year. So you can go back and review. I've added another page called Keyboarding Skills, especially for second through fifth grade. This is a good time since you guys have some extra time on your hands to start practicing your keyboarding typing skills. And parents, it is better for second through fifth grade for these websites. Kindergarten and first grade, they need to be learning what the different keys are on the keyboard and where the letters are located. But true keyboarding skills, your hands, the muscles in your hands are better developed from age about 7 up to practice those skills. All right, and then lastly, I have added a final page, and this is all QR codes. So when you open up these different buttons, it will take you to some different pages, and you can either tap on the picture or you can use your QR code reader to pull this up. And it'll take you out to Galileo, and you'll have to put in the password cafe. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to say goodbye. And I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope that